very intellectually stimulating, and they have the background, the land in the Caribbean, and we all want to go back to nature, but at the same token, there's a trade-off. And bottom line is that you have to be fully consciously aware when you walk into a situation what you are walking into, and also to check within you um, what your intentions are when you're going into a situation, because um, like I said, you could be leaving one situation only to go back into something else that's most likely, from my experience, the same thing. You're trading off from one situation to another. So yeah, it's all about checking in. And I think for me, it's not so much going into a group so you can find yourself. It's for you to really move within certain principles and values within you. Because bottom line is that you're going to manifest what you're going to manifest who you are in a larger form. So basically what I've decided is to get right and heal within before I even engage in dealing with other people, because hey, maybe there could be something within me that's foul that I need to clean up. Maybe maybe I'm the one that's full of shit. You know what I mean? So my thing is that before I can even deal with other people, I need to deal with me first. And a lot of times I'm just basically um, still in the process of healing, so it's going to be very detrimental connecting to other people, because right now I'm really removing and just really um, removing certain programs, and I'm just really making sure that I'm present in the process. So it's a lifetime journey, because it didn't take me one day to get to this place in space, and it's still very challenging. So with that being said, I just wanted to um, just give everybody the update on where I'm at, and also to share, um, because it's a lot out there. I'm not putting any. I'm not going to say any camps or anything, or my situation as far as what I have been through um, to get me to this point, even to make this video to share. I just wanted to let everybody know that just when you go into something, be consciously aware and do your research, and also acknowledge that there is something in all of us that have the human need to want to connect with other human beings. But just do your research, and also acknowledge that we all have issues. You know what I mean? None of us is perfect. We're all trying to really get to that space and place. It's extremely challenging when you're dealing with the world, and I know you have to eat and you have to trade off economics, but just don't be a prostitute. Don't really sell, if you can, and I don't really sell your soul and your spirit to trade off for and just get off your path or your principles, because it's really easy to trade off one situation for another and use an excuse to say, well, I had to survive. The question is, when you do things, always acknowledge, can you live with that decision that you made? Can you honestly, without a shadow of a doubt, live with you when it's all said and done? And so right now, I'm in a place and space where I'm just being at peace with me, and I'm being gentle with me. I'm not going to blame or just take out, because I used to beat up on myself and be like, yo, you're silly, you're stupid, you made a lot of mistakes. Why didn't you see that happen? And hey, shit happens. But the bottom line is that to catch it, bounce back, and just learn from it, and move forward, not to constantly keep beating yourself up, because then that becomes a situation where you become your own victim. You start to, and then you stay in the situation because you don't see the point. You're already stuck in it. If you're in a situation that you don't want to be in, you can always get out. You know what I mean? So this is for anybody who is in a place and space, or just in general, just real talk, real folks, and just really enjoying life, and just really searching for, or just finding that peace within that's always been there. We were all born with it, and just coming back to that place of acceptance and love within you. And you don't need religion to tell you to treat people right, and to treat the animals and the planet and right. Right from wrong. None of us is ignorant. we ignore facts, but we all know deep down in your heart basically what you need to be doing and what is the right thing to do to other people. You would want to be treated a certain way. Treat people the way you authentically of your essence would want to be treated. And that's where I'm at. I don't need a Bible or book to tell me how to treat people. I don't need to follow a religion. I'm basically into principle, and if people are moving on a certain frequency or vibration where there's love and love of the planet, love of children, love of animals, um, no killing, um, you know, just being fair all the way around, um, and open to communication and really open to growing, as opposed to saying I know everything. I'm 51. I don't need this 21-year-old. I'm open 21-year-old to tell me anything. I'm open to learn from even a baby, a child. So I'm open, and that's a universal principle because a message can come from anybody. You know what I mean? I've even gotten messages from crackheads when I was in the States. That was like when I was studying and I was in college, and this crackhead came up to me in the train and said, "I'm so proud of you that you're studying and you're in school." I totally understand that the person had their issues, but I didn't judge them based on their condition. They're already being judged by their own self. I don't need to crucify and criticize the person any more than they are. So I have compassion, and also learning to be compassionate within me, and for other people, without judgment. Again, I'm not asking you not to be, I'm not judging. I'm using my judgment. When I see danger, I move out of harm's way. But also, just being consciously present every moment of my life without being in a fantasy or selecting a program to align myself with. I'm working, and I think the hardest part is to be honest with your being and to move in a sense of dignity and respect for you, and being present and honest when something just doesn't feel right. Follow your gut. All right, so that's all I wanted to share with everybody today. And if anybody, you know, have a moment, just really reflect back on what's going on within you. You know what I mean? So that's all I wanted to share with everybody, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Peace and light.